I just started editing this video and realised I completely buggered up the first two intro bits. So we've had to do them again, out of order, on my way to work. Yeah, that works. Got my breakfast. What you're going to see next is me down the unit, showing you a few parts that have arrived for the pickup, and a few blurbs of me talking, because this week my daughter's off to university. So we're sort of just sorting that out and just getting everything ready, and everyone's stressing a bit and all this sort of stuff, so family life kicking in. Once she's off, we'll have loads of time hopefully. Get rid of the last daughter, would be cool, and then we're there. But yeah, so yeah, in a minute you'll see me at the unit, explaining a few parts that have turned up. And then hopefully tomorrow video will be a bit more interesting on the Mark 1, hopefully. Although we must take the spot weld over to Auntie Pam's, so she can then take it up to Yorkshire to see my dad. So I've got to do that tonight as well. But anyway, have a good Tuesday. I'm off to work for the day. Okay, first set of panels. Because I'm thinking of doing the Vauxhall conversion, or I'm thinking of doing it, you never know, I might not do it in the end, but I'm on the way there. I don't need a full inner wing, because normally with the Vauxhall conversions and stuff you need to, and hybrid, you need to not really have an inner wing, so engines are too wide. So I picked up myself some M machine inner wing repair panels. They're slightly different to the Mark 2 ones with the external internal door hinges. So I thought I'll get these, and then all I've got to do is make this last little section here out of a bit of sheet, which I should be able to do. I'm not an engineer, Jim. So yeah, but that gives me that curve there and all the bit where the inner A panel goes on. So it's worth mostly picking up some inner A panels as well. Because again, that all needs to fit back. If you don't get that, if you don't get this bit back far enough, your bloody inner A panel won't fit, and it's just chaos. So what I'm trying to do is collect all the panels I need to make this front end structurally sound. Because you can see it's completely rotted, gone, you know, it's lost its sagged. So what I need to do is I need to sort of get the floor clamped in position, I need to get all these panels clamped in position, I need to get all the new scuttle and everything in position, make sure all the doors are square, make sure the floor's horizontal, just before I sort of put any welds on it. And then all of a sudden it will just become solid, you know, there's not much welding to be done really. It's all new panels and spot welded together. Which the spot welder is going to be off to my dad soon, but I'll have that done anyway. So yeah, that's my thought. It was cheaper than trying to buy a whole new inner wing, so I've got one of them for either side. Other panel now, where's that? Next panel that's turned up is the bottom dash bar. So I think, you know, there's no sort of flanges on the end here. I think they just MIG weld to the inner panel and that's it. That inner panel's been replaced the other side. So, yeah, seems a little bit short at the moment. We'll just have to go from there. So the old one will have to be cut out. And the old fitting, it's completely rusted. Again down here, it's all just gone, just no point repairing it. We'll trim it off. And it looks like it sort of spots welds to the rear. This is like a second panel in there, which is a parcel shelf, or the sort of parcel shelf area. Now whether it's worth just getting another one of them. What we'll have to do is we'll cut this off and see how it goes. It might be easy, I don't know. We've got a top scuttle and top dash bar still pending. Other parts. Okay, this is the most exciting part so far. Custom inlet manifold. It's designed, well, it was made by a guy with 16-valve mini club forms, an old member, known him for years. He's selling all his parts up. He was going with a red top turbo at one point, so we got this made. It's a plenum chamber. It's got trumpets in there, which are matched up to this. So, but this is designed for a 20XE, as they called it, what they call the red tops. Everyone loves a red top. We won't have technically a red top because the cylinder head's different on those. So what I'm planning on doing is chopping this off and then re-welding it back onto the Z20 inlet manifold once we get it. But for the price I paid for this, I would have had to pay that for the aluminium, and I've got all this ready made. I can hopefully make an adapter or remachine this to fit the throttle body from the thing on, and yeah, that's not a bad bargain that. I think I can do something with that. It'll take me a while to make something. Let me just see what it looks like, where it's supposed to go. You'll have to use your imagination. But be like that, something like that. And how far back? More than likely, by the looks of it, I don't know, really hard to tell at the moment. I can't remember. If I can get it something like that, that'd be great. Brake masters might have to move inside. I don't think it's that far forward. We might be able to make it a little bit shorter if we can keep the brake master still under the clutch. That'd be amazing. If not, we're gonna have to revert to the internal ones. But if we could get something like that, that'd be the ideal world, wouldn't it? Bang. It's all going to be very tight, obviously. Anyway, that's a long way ahead dreaming. A couple more parts and then we're done for the day. CV joints. Why have I got them? Because I've done it before, where you fitted an engine into a subframe, got all your wiring, got all your inlet manifolds sorted, all things like that. Radio maintenance, everything dry mocked up. Go to fit your drive shafts, you find your drive shafts don't fit in because they hit the subframe because you haven't really positioned your engine properly. So it's definitely worth getting your inner CV joints and your inner drive shafts connected up to the gearbox when you're doing conversions. We'll show you that a bit later on once I actually get to that point, because then you can get your positioning right, and you're not fiddling about with your engine at the afterwards and causing loads of havoc. Also, a set of drive shafts have turned up. These are all-speed drive shafts, but they were bought off a 16 valve club member, which I've known for years. So I've got them a bit cheaper, which is great because they're decent shafts. They're one-piece billet drive shafts. They're designed to go into the all-speed, heavy-duty CV joints, outer CV joints. And they meet up with the Vauxhall ones, obviously, but yeah, they're specialised. They go in. If you notice that they don't really taper too much, mini CV joints and splines and shafts are quite a bit smaller. But yeah, so I would have bought them for Augsfield if I had the choice, but well, I did have a choice, but I had a choice to buy them cheap, so I went with that as well. So yeah, a couple of other little sods and sods, but I won't go into details like that because that's waffling now. Need to be more tidied up. But as I said, once my kid goes off to university, we should get a bit more time back on the cars, just to be sort of sorting everything out this week. So pasta Tuesday tonight, which the kid's going to continue in university, which is nice as well. So anyway, I'll let you know when more panels come up. Oh, I have bought something from China to do with suspension. I've been dreaming about a few different ideas to play with suspension with my new wheels. Really don't know if it's going to work, so it's a bit of a punt, and we'll find out when anything arrives and we've actually got the close to being on suspensions. But I'll keep you posted on that in the future anyway. Because the last thing I bought from China was a lightsaber for the daughter for going to university. Really posh one it looked like, off eBay, off Facebook. When it turned up, it was one of those like Toys R Us plastic ones for a 3-year-old. So I got conned there big time. Well, I only lost $20, but still, it's annoying, isn't it? Anyway, I'll go get to work. See you guys soon. Hopefully I'll do a proper update in the next video. And we'll get a spot welded to my dad tonight as well.